Hooray! We're playing the D&Ds. Huzzah.
Yay.
Yay. Okay,
10 minutes
so...
in, and she's like, oh no, I haven't started it.
I haven't started the recording. Oh no. But I have. We're recording now. It's all included.
no.
Yes. So, Quartz Tall Tower. You did it, everyone. You're heroes.
Goddamn
We are heroes.
Some of you don't want to be heroes, but you are heroes. We should be on the map, and you should have visibility of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you all are. You're in the library. Lovely.
Yes.
So, as we discussed last time, the library is a treasure. You can spend your downtime doing some training, doing crafting. We went through all of the mechanics, I think, last time. Now, as I've said, there is a little bit of leeway on the magic item formula. I will be especially convinced if it's for narrative reasons. So yeah, you have successfully taken over Quartz Tall Tower. You can expect, you can take a little respite here if you want. You have acquired magical components, and you are ready to do some crafting if you wish.
Yes. So now that we've got most of the things, basically what the plan was to where's the library? Virik is basically for the next few days going to be sort of absorbing what he can about like Artificer, like the additional basics, effectively. So like the more intermediate style of things that you can find within the library, and sort of learning that, while at the same time sort of like practicing it in the workshop area.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what Virik's going to be doing.
Excellent. And the next major question is, how long are you all going to be doing it for?
This is a good question. So,
and what have you all decided to craft? Because what you've decided to craft and how long that'll take will inform how long you have to stay to get that done.
Well, I think after a bit of thinking and deciding, I think we're fairly young, we're fairly hip and cool. What's better than an awesome guitar? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make an awesome guitar.
Yeah.
For Jay.
And that's an instrument of the bards. I'm taking it.
It is, yes.
Das Loot.
Das Loot.
Excellent. And even though this is not on the magic item craft list, I will allow you to create DOS Loot.
Excellent. That's what I like to see. And basically it was more of it was a sort of like hey, you sort of did really well there, Jay, looking after that young Almorn.
But really,
he's so kind and caring.
Yeah, it was just like he was looking after him, making sure he didn't get hurt, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I'm going to make you something.
Really, we just want the daggers and the rapiers out of his hands. Because,
I mean,
that's too much of a risk.
Tobias may have had some ulterior motives there, but I think Virik's actually quite genuine. He's just like, well done. There you go.
Good job. Have this treat.
Pretty much.
Trying to incentivize him doing good things in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
Avlov's dogs. Ring a bell every time he gets a treat.
All right, so I'm going to look up the... I'm going to quickly grab my rulebooks for the crafting of magic items.
Ooh.
One moment. And then I will tell you how long it would take to create DOS Loot, because that is relevant.
Or perhaps some shonky knockoff version.
Like some sort of...
Disc.
Dashboard.
Oh no.
It's gone terribly wrong.
We're not that far from the sea.
Oh dear.
There's a river nearby, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so crafting magic items. DOS loot is uncommon. So its creation cost is 500 gold. The minimum level is 3. You have the minimum level. Now, how many of you are going to be making this? Because you can do other things in the time. Virok, you said you were doing artificing. So I guess I assume that's sort of a level up RP thing, and I assume you, since you're not doing anything specific, you'd also be happy to help with the creation of DOS loot.
Yes, I will. I will put my head in and advise at certain key locations, key times,
Yeah.
on fretwork and the.
But
net and so on.
every time someone comes into the workshop, I like hurriedly cover it over and make it like a surprise. It's like, no, it's not done yet. And I see it's Tobias. I'm like, oh no, that's fine. He knows about it. It's fine.
Okay, so with the two of you, so that's the 500 gold of components. I believe you had 600 to spend. Who is keeping? Are you all keeping track of money on your own sheets? Would you like some sort of joint money counter?
I've still
think-
got the money on my sheet from. Hang on, I'll have a look.
I think a joint one would probably be easier.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll make a handout for money counter, and we can just.
Yeah, I've still got the half of that gold on my sheet.
Money. Since we're treating money collectively, there is your group purse.
Do we have to call it a purse?
Yes.
I mean, that is the term.
yeah.
Okay, so
Would you prefer lady bag?
Yes. This would please me more.
excellent.
Well, tough.
So, the creating of the magic item will cost 500 gold out of your communal purse. I have completely lost track of how much money you have. I have it in my notes somewhere.
600, I believe.
600.
I think you had
something
600 to spend. Yeah. So, you have. So you spend 500, and so baseline it would take 20 days. You make 25 gold worth of progress a day. It's halved because you're using this well-provisioned tower, and then it's halved again because Tobias is helping. So you're looking at 5 days to complete that.
That's pretty good. Ah, yes. So 5 days, like sort of non-stop. So like, yeah, basically it would be one of those things where I get up, get myself ready, and like I just start going, and then on the night time I sort of pick up one of the more relevant looking books and read that, and then go to bed.
Very good.
Tobias would not be spending his entire time. He would just be like stopping in for a couple of hours. So I don't know if that's going to affect how much I reduce it by.
So if we say you're so you're
half
not
the effect.
yeah, we'll say half, I guess. So we'll say it takes 8 days. So you've cut it down from 10 to 8 with your help, Tobias.
Well, excellent.
Okay.
Because I have another task I need to do.
I see. So you'll sort of do both at half speed.
Yeah.
Okay. Just as another option, while I'm looking at downtime activities in the book, there is for focus. If you might want to gain a skill or proficiency using the library, that's fine. But there is performing sacred rites. That does take 10 days, but you can do 10 days worth of sacred rites and get some nice bonuses.
Ooh, what does that give me?
So a character who spends at least 10 days performing sacred rites gains inspiration at the start of each day for the next 2d6 days.
Ugh.
Pretty
I
good.
will perform some
Ugh.
sacred rites.
I will say that you have to use the inspiration within that day,
Oh.
rather than making a big stack of inspiration, because that would be broken.
I've got
I'm
this
sure
bank of
that-
inspiration.
In the second edition version of that rule book, if you can stack.
I
them
don't. Well, we're not playing second edition there, Mark.
We're playing
Fine.
the bits of paper that I have in front of me as your GM.
Who knows if that's even 5th edition? Whatever. These are the GM's rules. This is how
Oh
it
no,
works.
this is my 4th edition book. I get those
Oh,
mixed up
no.
all the time. I
No,
hope you're all ready
you're
to
really-
have a lot of skills.
I like skills.
4th edition was nothing but skills.
We do not want to play 4th edition.
There are no basic attacks. There's only many, many skills.
Oh,
I mean,
dear.
we tried it once, didn't
I believe so, yeah.
we? Yes.
That was the one I first learned to play. I managed to get into D&D through 4th edition. Can't believe it.
Oh,
In hindsight. Wow. I know. Anyway.
yeah.
I think that's most of... just to make sure you know all the options when you're all collectively planning this downtime, because it's going to be a logisticsy session. There's carousing, which you don't really have a lot of opportunity to do, but... I mean, I guess you could go into town
I mean, that's something Jay might want to do.
in the nearby town. Although, if you cause too much of a fuss in the nearby town, that will affect your general noise level that I am tracking.
I see.
But he can do it anyway.
Noise, just like in Nemesis. They have that mechanic in that as well.
they do, yes. Look, it's not me.
There's something called training to gain levels, but we're not doing that.
No.
There is sowing rumors, which may be relevant to you. You can sow rumors that you have already left, that you are elsewhere, generally delay things. Sowing rumors takes 2d6 days in a village, so continuously. And it costs 1 gold a day to cover the cost of drinks, social appearances, and the like.
Ugh.
So you sort of shift. Oh, that's shifting a community's general attitude. I'll do a cheaper and smaller one for planting a false trail. And I think that's most of it. Selling magic items you don't really need. Running a business, that's not really relevant. Gaining renown, again, that's kind of the opposite of what you want to do. Yeah, that's all the Dungeon Master's Guide downtime activities.
Excellent.
I suppose you could also improve the tower if you wished. Alright, so yeah, Virok's crafting. We have...
So depending on how much depending on how much time we've got left then, or how much time we decide to take, I'll start also like improving the tower in any way, like just like general bits here and there. But again, that depends on, so after these 8 days are up, if we get through these 8 days.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of we'll set up your intentions for the 8 days. Like, how long do you plan to stay here? I think is a question. It sounds like for Focus to do his rituals and get his inspiration, you would need 10 days if you want to do that. Focus.
But that Bakelite guitar is going to take 8 days to make anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're working in a 10-day chunk, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tobias, you're spending essentially 2 days helping with the crafting, because between you need to do 10 days. So you're kind of taking 2 days from Virok.
Yeah.
And then what else are you doing?
I would like to investigate this locket.
I see. We'll start with investigating the locket, and we will. The locket, it'll be maybe a day to go through the library and read up on the locket, and then we can discuss at the end of the day your options.
Excellent.
I don't like the sound of that.
We'll
if
get
I-
to that when we get to it.
I would also like to cast Find Familiar.
You may do this.
Hooray! Everyone, Hyperion is back.
Who?
I'm gonna.
He's been dead for so long, you don't even remember.
Was he that pigeon that used to fly around you?
About that locket then.
Yeah, so I assume the locket happens at the start. I'm trying to make like a.
Just flying rat! Flying rat! Oh, sorry, Hyperion. Thought it was someone else.
I'm trying to make a. I've got a bit of paper here, and I'm trying to lay out what everyone's doing. Do we know what Jay is doing?
Murdering children, I think.
He's already done that.
Well, we don't know that, but
It's
that's
on
a
to
bit
the encore.
Where he just turns them into confetti and blows them out of a cannon. Jesus Christ, Jay.
Act 2, Confetti Boogaloo. I didn't really have anything planned, I suppose. Probably just
That
try
thing with
and...
a village would be good for you.
Yeah, I can do. I don't mind. I can go and head off and...
Just whatever
Find out.
gets you out with the tower. I mean.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I'll go to the village and see what I can
Well-
find out.
We want to prepare the loot in secrecy, so getting him out the tower means we can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll head to the village.
And so, are you going to be carousing in the village, or are you going to be trying to spread rumors?
Trying to think what'll benefit us, because we're gonna need another adventure at some point.
But
Although
if
we did get paid by this village for its
Yeah, yeah.
exceptionally good time, so
Yeah, if you carouse there, the village are fairly loyal to you, given that you just saved them. If people... It's reasonable for you to assume that if people come asking about someone fitting your description, there's a good chance they'll cover for you.
yeah. But then they don't know me as Jay anyway,
No, you are Wenzel.
from where else. So,
To give you some more information, carousing is a fun D100 roll. Whereas rumors are a serious bonus.
D100, D100, D100.
Alright then, D100.
It's a 2.
I can't remember how to do it. What is it again? /R. D100. No. Whoa. Wow.
Okay,
Oh, that's interesting.
excellent. So, I don't know, it says roll at the end of a period of carousing, but we could roll it for like a few days. We'll roll it a few times throughout the course of this, just for the fun.
She's enjoying that too much there, Vince.
I am.
Mhm.
That'll be the day 1 roll, and then I'll get you to roll again on, assuming we're still aiming for the 10-day block, and then you leave. I'll make you roll on, let's say, day 4, day 7, and day 10. Okay, so day 1. So, Virok, you spend the day working on DOS loot. You
Yeah.
make some progress. Tobias is too busy on this first day with his research to come and help you. But you kind of know what you're doing, and you found some schematics in the library. It all seems good.
Yeah, I know what a guitar looks like.
Excellent. Focus, you spend some time going through the rituals and incantations that you know to worship Photus. But you do also, just sort of out of curiosity, you start to do some reading in some of the older religious texts that are in the library that have mostly been burned, so there's not a lot of them around anymore.
That's actually a purifying ritual.
They were purified. So these pre-purification ones that you find in the library and things, you start to find a little bit of information. Just sort of in your off time whilst ritualing, you know. I'm going to start giving you some facts as we go along.
Let's have a look.
Tobias, you do some research on the locket. Can I please have... Let's have an investigation roll.
What's all you cut out there?
Investigation roll.
Investigation.
Don't screw it up.
And you can also see if you pull out a helpful book if you want.
Okay. It better be.
Ooh.
That doesn't. Numbers does it.
Oh, I lost you. Say again?
Ooh.
My internet's clearly not going well.
Oh no. I have produced Principia Velenosa, a painful to hold book on the study of poisons and other maledictions.
Well, that'll help.
Okay, so
Why you only rolled a 9?
this,
You know,
I mean,
you're
you're
too busy
spending a
holding
whole,
it. Sorry.
you're spending a whole day on this, so it's not, you know, this wasn't like a pass-fail check. This is just a how much do you find out for your day of research. It's very hard to not get distracted in such an interesting library.
It is.
Looking through, you don't really know where to start or where to focus in the yes,
Hey, I know that guy.
in the library. Let's say you find a few options for what the locket could be. It could be something of no significance, but you can probably reason that because it's trying to compel you to do various things, that's probably not true. It could be a sort of unrelated magical item. And make actually a will save.
The locket is trying to distract me. Oh.
Oh, yeah. And you actually notice that it's trying to discourage you from researching it. And by kind of you kind of trick it into, okay, where do you not want me to look so that I don't look there? You do realize that one of the options is phylactery.
I mean, that's just one option. It doesn't mean that it's a phylactery. I'm sure there's many other things.
You sort of didn't find any like schematics. There might be, you know, for this guy would probably have made schematics for making his phylactery, and like he probably would have had it with him, but he didn't. So it could just be a magic item that person happened to have on them. It's pretty nice, you know.
Maybe it's like one of those things you put on your keys so you don't lose them. You know, because it keeps getting drawn back to the owner.
Yeah, exactly.
If you clap, does it make a noise? Do you like beep beep? Aha! There it is.
That's it, yeah. Simple
Or
as that.
whistle.
Okay.
Well, I can't whistle.
So,
Have you tried whistling at it in the library?
So
With the
yeah,
candlestick.
at the end of the first day, you've narrowed it down to being a phylactery or one of a selection of magic items, like, you know, amulet of whatever.
Okay.
It's probably magic. You don't find any schematics that would indicate for certain it's a phylactery or anything like that, and that's about all you manage.
Okay.
Okay, but you can draw your own conclusions. Jay has rolled a 12 for partying in town. Jay regains consciousness in a strange place with no memory of how he got there, and he has been robbed of. Could you please roll 3d6?
Oh no! Oh.
That's a nice roll for once.
Well, of course, it's detrimental.
You have been robbed of 15 gold.
Mm.
That's pocket change for Jay, anyway.
I mean, it is, but
It is.
That's
Jay
all-
is having
all
a
my-
great
it's
time.
It's quite a lot for Wenzel, though.
yeah. I mean, Wenzel's now sad.
Because he wakes up in his ditch.
Yeah.
It must have been a good night, though.
Yeah. Well, was it just through alcohol or?
You're not entirely sure because you have no memory.
That's a good point.
It's a reasonable assumption that it would be alcohol.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I broke Ian.
You wake up with no memory. Do I remember anything? No.
Do I remember why I got in this situation?
Do I recognise where I am or not?
You are able to, look around, figure your way back to the village. You've kind of ended up on a nearby hillside.
He's a musician. It could be cocaine.
I mean, is cocaine in the D&D universe? It
I
would it
will-
not be some form of magical dust?
I will not confirm nor deny the existence of drugs in this setting.
That sounds like a cop-out.
Let's move
Yes.
swiftly on.
Anyway,
on.
Virok, day 2, crafting. You're doing
Aha!
the crafting.
Yeah.
Focus, you continue your rituals. I will send you some more information. Tobias, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna push on with the locket for today.
Alrighty, make another investigation check. You can have a book assist.
I could use any book I want.
You can use any book you want. What book did you get?
But today,
I rolled a 23, and I got
Yes.
for my book
yes.
Diplomacy, a concise guide by skilled head taker.
You do not think diplomacy will work on what is definitely a phylactery.
Oh no, definitely not a car thing.
You don't know any diplomacy that skilled head taker did. I'm sure it would work perfectly well.
It was
Mostly-
a unique form of diplomacy.
Great sword based.
That's right.
So you are aware that you have a phylactery, and you are aware of the things that I generally assume you're aware of, OC, about phylacteries, including that they are non-trivial to destroy.
Oh no.
Is this evil emanation of a phylactery having any impact on my religious rites?
I don't believe so, no. I mean, as
Then I
long as
will
you're
not-
not trying to use it.
Oh no, that would be the worst kind of heresy.
Does focus twitch as I bring it closer and further away to him?
It depends if
It was a
his...
divining rod for evil.
Well, does he have his detect evil up? That's the question.
No, I do not.
Oh well.
It's a
I don't even
locket.
think I've got that prepared. No, it's not prepared, so no. I'll
Is
just
my-
let him
am I
summon a
folding?
lich as he without to interrupt.
Is that my full day?
You may still do other things on this day.
I would like to try and work out how to destroy it. Then
Okay.
if,
Give me a perception check.